What's up everyone? P-Dons here. Basically, this video is going to do a critical analysis of Steph's Week 3 match against Moxie Boosted. We are going to go over what I think she did right, what I think she did wrong, things that she could possibly improve on, and hopefully we get her set up to do well for the remaining weeks of WBE. Let's get started.
Sure, I remember what's in the back. What tools do I have at my disposal? I don't need to just look at the two Pokemon I have on the field and think of a win con that way. I can position myself with the other Pokemon on my side, so that's something I'm gonna definitely be keeping in mind for today, and also not getting flustered. Good luck, have fun! Good luck, have fun. There we go. So we're gonna be good to go here.
One of the biggest things I've been stressing to her in practice is if something is unexpected, to not get flustered and to just think about her win con and work to it. So it's very good that she's verbalizing it here and actively thinking about it.
Okay, we got this. We're gonna go with it. All right, here we go. Here's the party team. We got everybody going.
All right, you guys can see the 6 that she brought. Cinderace, Riolu, Rabombi, Kang, Corviknight, and Jellicent. We were mostly worried about Sun this week. Venusaur gets Earth Power, can outspeed the Cinderace once the Klefki gets the Sunny Day up. G Max Charizard hit us really hard. And there were Slowking combos that Moxie could have done that could have been really hard to deal with if we were not able to stop them, such as Belly Drum or setting up the Mudsdale. So we basically zeroed in on stopping Sleep. I mean, you got Goggles here, you got a Sweet Veil Rabombi, and you got a Lumberry Corviknight. And yeah, we were definitely expecting Sun, but Moxie had other plans.
Okay, get ready, let the battle begin. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna get ready to screenshot whatever is on his team. What's he bring? He did bring the Manectric. Ooh. He didn't even bring the Venusaur.
Yeah, when Steph showed me what he brought, my reaction to that was pretty much what she was doing right now. I was really shocked to see both Mandibuzz and Manectric here. In playtesting, we did a little bit with the Mandibuzz, but because we had Toxtricity that could ignore Lightning Rod, we calculated that Cinderace can pretty much wipe the floor with Manectric, and the fact that we had Rhydon, and also even Kang and Snorlax get ground moves and stuff. We really thought Manectric was not coming to this.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Did not even bring the Manectric, huh? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Maybe he's got some snarl action going in. And he brought the Mandibuzz? Okay, this changes a lot of the strat, actually. I think we're gonna go... Oh. I hate this. Do you want to go with Corviknight? Oh, God. Okay, maybe Kang Cinderace is a little bit safer here. We need Jelly in the back. And we're gonna go Corviknight here. Okay, this is very different from what we thought we were gonna bring.
I like the 4 Pokemon she's bringing here, looking at the team preview. Kang and Cinderace is probably the safest thing that she could bring. If you go to her video and look at her team builder, Cinderace Max Airstreaming will get Kangaskhan faster than Charizard, and we were packing Rock Slide on Kang as well, so that would cover potential Charizard lead. The Kang is probably faster than Hitmontop unless it's really speed invested, so we could fake out first. Hitmontop can't fake out us because we're in a focus, though close combat is obviously a problem. Both Cinderace and Kang can do a decent amount of damage to Manectric, Mandibuzz. The fake out can stop Klefki in its tracks while Cinderace Pyro Balls it or Max Flares it. And in regards to Mudsdale, we were packing Circle Throw on Kang, so if it got out of hand, we could in theory throw it out. And I also like the two in the back. Corviknight kind of walls the Mudsdale if you position it right. Mandibuzz isn't really doing too much to it. Klefki we can kind of get through. Jellicent walls Hitmontop. Jellicent was one of our win cons against Mudsdale, and with the Rindo Berry, it would have taken any sun boosted modest life orb max overgrowth from the Charizard. So the Jellicent was pretty important here. I like the way she didn't get tempted with Riolu in this game with Rain Dance, and I think she adjusted pretty well in Team Preview, actually.
Okay. No Slowking either! Big oof. Okay. I gotta take good notes.
We're also emphasizing that she takes
shook
notes
you didn't
during
bring
games,
these,
so
I guess it makes sense
she's
with
able
the
to
Cinderace,
focus
huh?
on things and to
Hitmontop
not forget
Charizard.
anything. Her note-taking skills have definitely
I wish
gotten
I
better
went with my
since
gut.
she played Aaron in Week 1.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay, so with this kind of lead in practice, we kind of
first thing you
thought it was going to
definitely need
be
do is fake out the Hitmontop. It's not ever
fake out and G Max Wildfire,
ever.
but Moxie had different
I think
plans.
we need the pressure here, honestly. So we're gonna go for the Max Airstream. Yeah, I think we need to go for the Max Airstream here. I don't like being -1 and having the Dynamax. Okay, he's eject button. Oh, is he gonna be stamina? Okay.
She was able to pick up the stamina immediately, which is
Corviknight in the
good.
back.
We also practiced the own tempo variant with a self swagger. But yeah, a team like this, it's definitely stamina.
Alright, we need to pay a lot of attention to what's going on here. I know we're -1, but I'm gonna be a little aggro. Keyberry?
Once Keyberry got revealed, I kind of had an idea of what Moxie was going for. But this surprised even me. Freaking beat up Charizard. Yeah,
Charizard?
I knew Charizard got beat up. We could consider justified strategies with it. In practice, I even had Mandibuzz do Bone Rush onto Mudsdale in order to increase the defense the way Moxie's doing here. So the strategy wasn't totally foreign to Steph, but it was still very surprising to see that come out. With this turn, the fake out into the Hitmontop slot was fine. Moxie just made a good play. The Airstream boost was good. Gets the Kang faster than the Charizard. It's a totally understandable turn with the information we had, but Moxie was able to play around what was more so the more obvious play from us and position himself pretty well. We do have a reasonable opportunity to take a KO here, though, so let's see what happens.
Okay, here's the big moment. Does Rock Slide get the KO here? What does this move do here? This lowers the target's special defense.
Alright, so it looks like she's trying to set up for Jellicent in the back.
But I feel like we're gonna want it. Beat up Charizard. We're gonna stay calm. We have a Jellicent here in the back, which can do some good damage to this Mudsdale here.
I actually think Steph probably went for the most optimal play she could have on this turn. If she turned herself into a steel type, Mudsdale would KO the Cinderace.
Okay.
Flare and Airstream weren't doing much for her.
Please don't miss. Okay, who is important?
And we were able to get the KO on the Charizard, which is fine. Him on top's gonna come in, but whatever. The win con is in the back.
Yeah, Mudsdale's got the max quake. Okay.
Alright, so that definitely did a lot of damage to Kang.
If Him on top comes out.
At this point, I would say Kang has served its purpose this battle. Maybe get a double edge on your way out.
Okay. I think we're gonna save the Kang here, and I think we're gonna do a switch into Jellicent to avoid the close combat. Or a fake out even. Do we double switch here? Do I be so bold? I kind of wanna double swap. Trust my gut. Trust my gut.
Yeah, I would not have double swapped here. Kang was almost certainly going down, but the Jellicent was what was going to win the game. Even if Manectric is in the back, which it was, the Dynamax had already been used. The Mudsdale was +6. Jellicent could potentially break the Mudsdale. And Corviknight in the back also has fake tears, so even if it's a Salt Vest, which it ended up not being, but even if it was, fake tears plus Scald would have been able to take down that Mudsdale. She also could have done some creative swapping to restore the Cinderace's attack power later on, and that could have been used to take out the Mudsdale. The Manectric in the back. By switching out Kang, she exposes her Jellicent, which is her win con, to unnecessary damage. And it also does not help that we did not practice for Lash Out Mudsdale at all. And that's how Jellicent gets max darkness and killed before it even does anything.
Okay, this is a lot of information gathering.
I do like the potential Corviknight switch, though, because you could potentially take a Max Quake into that slot. But I definitely would have let the Kang drop.
Okay.
And Steph realized it on stream and mentioned it on Sunday when she was doing post-com of her own match. So, at least she learned.
Wow, we covered for the Jelly switch.
Alright, so because we lost the Jellicent, we had 2 realistic win cons at this point. One of them was critting through the Mudsdale. The other was a combo of Attract plus Circle Throw. We'd have to remove the Mudsdale's +6 defenses, and if we were able to do so, we would be able to potentially crack the rest of Moxie's team and take game 1.
He's got the Mach Punch, which means we have to fake out here.
Yeah, so faking out the Hitmontop is a good play in this situation. And it's a very good thing we packed a competitive meme this week.
Alright.
If you guys want to know more about Attract, talk to Steph.
Look at that male Mudsdale.
But it worked so well this week.
He did switch. It did a lot of damage, actually. I hope you don't hit me. Yes!
I love that reaction.
Sorry, Moxie! Girl power! Oh my god! Wow! Oh gosh.
We were potentially one immobilized by love from Attract away from winning this game.
Holy crap!
Going circle throw onto the Mudsdale is what would get rid of the +6 and give us a winnable set. I don't mind this Brave Bird, because if she crit, I think the Mudsdale drops. But it would be more, I think it would be more important for her to roost there.
Rising. Voltage. Manectric.
But regardless, this entire game came down to whether we could get the circle throw off or not. And the Mudsdale was able to break through and KO the Kang, meaning we basically had to crit the Mudsdale in order to win this game.
He didn't see the circle throw, though.
Okay, so at this point, the Mudsdale is still in love with Corviknight.
I should have roosted.
So she needs to protect the Corviknight, and then maybe we could eventually crit the Mudsdale. So she gets the roost right there. But we absolutely have to get rid of this.
Okay, nice.
We have to get rid of this Manectric and get it down to a 2-on-2. So the
Manectric?
Power Ball is good here. You saw the fake out damage that Kang did to it, so it's pretty frail. Power Ball is just an easy one-shot at that point.
Came in so clutch right now.
Yes, it did. Alright, so we are going down to -1 at this point, which kind of sucks. We had prepped for eject button Hitmontop, because a lot of Hitmontops tend to run eject button, even in real VGC. But the fact that it was a focus sash meant this was a very difficult position, and we just didn't know it. What we needed here was the Mudsdale to be immobilized by love yet again. I guess Steph could have helped herself by going for Iron Head on the Mudsdale, maybe adding a flinch chance in addition to the immobilization. But this was kind of difficult.
Yeah, I do.
I don't mind the roost here as well. You gotta get the health back up.
Oh, on the Corviknight.
Bounce, I feel like, was one of the worst things she could have done there. The reason is it applies no offensive pressure this turn, and if the Mudsdale targets the Corviknight, we're finished. And it did.
Oh, it worked.
I guess Sucker Punch would have been a little bit worse, but we needed to either flinch or burn the Mudsdale, I think. So Pyro Ball or Iron Head would have been better. And at this point, the game is just about over. Cinderace is coming down with a bounce. We can't do much about it. And Mach Punch finishes off the Corviknight.
Wow.
Yeah. If we got a crit power, maybe we could have done something. But yeah, Body Press is doing that much, even resist it. It is +6 after all.
Oh man. Is him on top carry protect? Probably not.
Alright, here she has to crit the Mudsdale or we're done. And at this point, I'm probably
Fireball.
I'm probably bouncing on the Mudsdale and hoping for a misplay, because she would have to resist close combat on the way down.
This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Okay, it's okay.
And yeah, at this point, we can't do much. But the fact that Moxie Mach Punched maybe gave us an out if we crit the Mudsdale. So, based on that, maybe Pyro Balling the Mudsdale would have been better.
Yeah.
But regardless, that's game one.
Okay, that's a game 1 loss. That was rough. That was real rough.
Now, with game one, I think Steph actually played it extremely well, given the information she had, and what we were expecting versus what actually came. There were a few minor misplays after the one big misplay, but those minor misplays probably don't get us back into the game. It all came down to the fact that Steph threw her win con away way earlier than she should have. Even in practice, Jellicent was not taking Max Quakes or high horsepowers too well. And the fact that Mudsdale was also carrying Lash Out, which became Max Darkness, was an even bigger problem. So she really needed to protect the Jellicent and have it come in for free. In theory, it would have outsped the Mudsdale, and we'd be able to scald it. Though Moxie actually did EV the Mudsdale to outspeed min speed Jellicent, so that was pretty good on his end. But still, she exposed her Jellicent to too much damage by switching it in instead of getting it in for free, and that ultimately cost her the game, as Jellicent was a big win con for game one. Let's move on.
I wish I went with the Jelly lead. Okay, don't panic, Steph. Don't panic.
Yeah, so in practice, we identified that Cinderace and Kang was kind of effective in game ones.
Play with the same rules.
And Cinderace Riola was kind of effective in game twos. However, we also didn't account for Manectric and Mandibuzz.
Let the battle begin.
Rabambi was on the team to help with the Venusaur's sleep powders, but it also could deal a decent chunk to Mandibuzz. And it could even do well somewhat against Manectric. It does hit it hard, so I probably would have found some way to bring it here. Trying to remember what she actually went with. No, I know Cinderace and Riolu. Yeah, and Corviknight and Jellicent, I think. I would maybe go Cinderace Rabambi, actually. maybe not as a lead, but
Riolu Cinderace.
would probably replace the Riolu for
careful.
Rabambi in this matchup.
Unless I put Riolu in the
He's
back.
clearly showed that Charizard is not his offensive threat, and Rabambi
I mean, do I want Rabambi
hits
here?
Hitmontop and Mandibuzz pretty well, and could even do a decent chunk to Manectric.
Oh, I got one shot to bring this back.
And
I think these mons can.
and you know what? It also
Or do I wanna
hits
go Jellicent
Mudsdale
King?
on its
But
more
Renee was so
weaker
good
defense special. Plus, we would have ally switch shenanigans, so I think I would have withdrawn the Riolu for Rabambi. Would I have led with it?
Oh! Don't freak out. I'm freaking out a little bit. Eberry Mudsdale.
Yeah, maybe Cinderace Corviknight as a lead instead. No, you have ally switch. I could see either or. But anyway.
Hitmontop.
Alright, so Moxie has Fake Out Pressure,
Mandibuzz is
Intimidate,
really, really
and
bulky.
potential Tailwind on the field now.
Is he going for a Tailwind here?
We can get back our attack with a coaching, which is good, I guess.
It's also dark, right?
Yeah, this definitely wasn't a great position, I can say that much. Jellicent switch isn't awful here. I think I would have gone for
We're gonna chill.
for coaching and a Airstream, though. As it turns out, the Mandibuzz has Iron Defense, which really sucks for us. But coaching and an Airstream would basically get the Hitmontop down to 1 HP. To which point we can maybe Steel Spike, get our defenses up, and basically set the Cinderace up for a better late game. And then we could have other things in the back come in and KO the Mandibuzz at some other point.
I think we Will-O-Wisp it.
Yeah, but with the mon she brought, as soon as the Mandibuzz revealed that it was Iron Defense, Jellicent once again became the win con. She'd probably have to KO the Mandibuzz with a combination of Fake Tears from Corviknight and Scald from the Jellicent.
Really?
Yeah, that avoid really didn't matter too much. It would have been nice to get the damage, but the Hitmontop should have been damaged in the first place with a Dynamax, I think. We don't know the Mandibuzz's items, so I do like the Will-O-Wisp. If it has leftovers,
myself to be in a better
we
spot.
can negate it with
brought
burn.
all the things that I didn't think he would bring.
So that was pretty good. I absolutely withdraw the Jellicent for Riolu here, and I think she does it too.
My poor Riolu.
Okay, so in regards to the Cinderace,
a little bit more.
we EV'd it to outspeed max speed Charizard, but max speed Manectric would be faster than the Cinderace. So we probably needed to get an Airstream boost off with the information we had. Though, as it turns out, Moxie was running a little bulk in the Manectric. So us basically
Alright, let's see how this goes.
So had we Dynamaxed and Pyro Balled it, aka Max Flared, we would have been in a decent spot.
Oh, is he gonna set up Electric Drain? Not good. Please don't miss.
Yeah, the Pyro Ball is decent here. Especially we outspeed the Manectric, which is good. But we also saw that Rising Voltage was its electric attack in Game 1. So he is absolutely setting himself up for a late game sweep with Manectric at this point. This turn coming up, we need to coach, and Cinderace absolutely has to Dynamax and Max Flare and take out this Manectric. If we don't, we probably lose the game.
We unfortunately have a choice here between Rain Dance or a coaching. Oh crap! What's more valuable here?
Pick the coaching, Steph. I know you don't, but pick the coaching. Jellicent's gonna die to the Manectric. Please pick the coaching. Go back in time, pick the coaching.
Rain Dance. Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I think I can kind of explain this turn, even though the Manectric goes for the max guard, so it's doesn't end up as well as it should, I guess. But in practice, we knew Cinderace outsped Charizard, but our spread did not outspeed max speed Manectric. Also, Jellicent was a pretty valuable win con for Steph in practice, so it makes sense that on paper she was trying to set up the Jellicent to do a late game sweep, and she thought Rain Dance could help that. So I understand why she was thinking that way. Basically, the Jellicent would have helped, but looking at the information in game, Manectric is carrying a Life Orb. It's got the terrain up, but we saw that the Cinderace went first. So because it went first, there was no way this Manectric was outspeeding the Cinderace. If we got a coaching boost off and then we Pyroballed it, Moxie, well, the next turn, because he used Max Guard here, the next turn, the Manectric would have dropped. The only issue with that kind of play would be that the Jellicent's Scald would be weakened in the late game, and we would have to play defensively and a little bit carefully to stall out our own Sun, so the Jellicent could finally take out the Mandibuzz. But Manectric is threatening the whole team right now, so we absolutely have to go coaching plus Max Flare to try to get rid of it. If not this turn, the next turn. Steph takes out the Manectric, we have a much easier time, even if it's like Mudsdale in the back or something. Unfortunately, by setting up Rain Dance here, she pretty much sealed her own fate.
Bad move, bad move, bad move. Okay, don't panic.
Yep, that was a smart KO by Moxie. Just getting rid of the Riolu would do a lot for him. Alright, so at this point we've basically neutered our own Cinderace, and we have two Mons that are weak to Manectric without Protect. So our only recourse is to sacrifice one of them.
What's Manectric's speed? He's faster.
And I think unfortunately Corviknight is the best one to sacrifice here. Yeah, it's not really getting off anything. The Corviknight was EV to take a Life Orb Thunderbolt from Manectric, so it had decent Special D, but it was not taking Max Lightning in terrain. I can tell you that much. So at this point here, I do probably Dynamax the Cinderace and try to max Darkness the Manectric.
What?
And yeah, they had a disconnect, and
what just happened?
it was a pain to get everything set up again. So I'm gonna try and fast forward to when the battle restarted. I think it was around here.
So I'm recreating what's happening here.
3723.
So.
Okay. Come on, YouTube. Alright, we'll refresh. And go to 3723.
Okay! We finally recreated it!
Okay, battle's back.
That was a nightmare. We're back. Stay in the game. Stay focused. Stay focused, Steph. Stay focused. I brought in Corviknight here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, at this point, she had to recreate what was essentially a
Okay, so
losing position for her. So that kind of sucked.
I'm gonna
but
sucker punch.
She was a pro at it.
One more time into Manectric. And if we survive, I think I want to fake tears. Mandibuzz.
Fake tearsing the Mandibuzz is the best play with Corviknight, and I mean it gets withdrawn anyway, I guess.
Okay.
But she absolutely has to Dynamax the Cinderace here.
I wish I brave birded into that.
Which unfortunately still not going to do much because of the Intimidate. But we were, and the fact she set up her own rain meant Sucker Punch actually was the best play there. But it should have been Max Darkness.
Okay, we don't survive.
Corviknight is just dead. But the funny thing is, because she didn't switch, I mean, because she didn't Dynamax there, this is still a reasonable Dynamax position.
We have Jellicent.
And this game, shockingly, I don't think is over. She probably needs to Dynamax the Jellicent here and Max Guard.
Yeah, I think we
Bounce is the absolute worst thing she could have done here. The Manectric is the threat. She has to get rid of that.
The Manectric. Oh, this sucks with the electric terrain.
Yeah,
oh gosh. What a battle, Nintendo Online. Thanks for this.
I understand what she's going for here, but Rising Voltage is ridiculous in electric terrain. It's ridiculous with Life Orb. It's gonna one-shot the Jellicent. And the Cinderace. Yeah, the Cinderace is getting faked out anyway. Had she Dynamaxed the Cinderace there and got rid of the Manectric, we still could have won this game. Would have been difficult, but we still had an out.
That's GG.
Yeah, so a Cinderace with no Dynamax
Big sad.
in the rain. It's not going to be able to do much against Moxie's 4 Pokemon. So, yeah, this one is pretty much over.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so the quick attack,
Life Orb,
the Klefki was carrying the eject button. So, Moxie was planning on switcheroo and eject button. After week 1, we don't want to see that again. But you know what? At the very least, Rio's feint will break
There's
any
no
eject
way
button.
with all this minus attack that we can come back, but maybe we could take out a Hitmontop in a dream, get the para.
It does fascinate me that the Manectric was threatening the whole game and it never got taken out. That's probably on me because we just did not prep for this thing. Based on what we had and based on what he had, it just did not look like it was coming.
Anytime soon, my friends. I mean, at least we got to show off the attract Corviknight.
Yeah, that was really great.
Before we wrap things up, we're actually gonna have a little special post-game call. We're gonna talk with Moxie for the first.
So if you guys want to watch the post-game call between Steph and Moxie, you could do so on her channel or even Moxie's video. A lot of things went wrong game 2, and I think that comes down to the prep I gave her. It was, I just did not see the Manectric coming. And it turned out that Moxie was able to use it as the offensive threat that it definitely could be. The biggest mistake Steph made, which led to the entire set snowballing at that point, was going for the rain dance over the coaching. I think it took her a while to identify that the Manectric was the actual threat. Had she done that, I think she coaches, and I think we take the KO on the Manectric with Max Flare, and we're eventually able to play around the Mandibuzz by picking off the rest of the Mons that Moxie had in the back, and we could set up a Corviknight Jellicent endgame where we're constantly using fake Tears and Scald to get rid of it. Believe it or not, she even could have potentially won endgame. Jellicent walls Hitmontop, and the Manectric's health was low. Had she Dynamax to stop the fake out and gone for Max Darkness, we take out the Manectric and we still have a chance. But you know what? Steph has only been playing seriously since I think the beginning of this year, and she's come a very long way. Even in the 9 months she's been pursuing VGC, there are some things that she will simply learn in time, like positioning, win cons, and stuff like that. So I'm very happy with her progress so far. I think she's doing pretty well despite the 0-3 record. And all these are learning experiences. And she will get better as she goes on. But the attract to Corviknight was definitely the highlight of this one. I loved it almost as much as she did. And yeah, we'll move on. We'll be better for it. Shout outs to both Marcos and Jamie Keane for a really, really good game plan. We did briefly practice self-attacking the Mudsdale to raise its defense. We didn't practice Manectric at all, but that just goes to show what kind of players Moxie and Keane are, that they were able to come up with this kind of strategy. Especially the Iron Defense Mandibuzz. They were just intending to wall out all our coaching boosters. And you know what? That's why they're 2-1. That's why they're going to be a threat to make the playoffs. And hopefully we can get something straightened out and we can get a rematch in the playoffs. But we'll see. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm also going to put a link to this video and Steph's merch actually in the description below. Like you can see over my shoulder the Golden State Glaceons shirt. She's wearing it in the video. And any of that merch supports her, and you know what? It's a good shirt. Let's be real. So with that, this is Pedons, and have a good one.